All right, let's talk with, we're talking with Pam. Pam, you're with Allworth's Money Matters.
Hi.
Hi, Pam.
Hi, Scott and Pat. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, glad you're here.
So, I'm 72. I'm still working two part-time jobs. I've lost my savings 5 times for various reasons, lost job, medical expenses, and that sort of thing. So, I'm still working because I have this fearfulness that I'm not going to have enough money to support myself as I age and need more care.
Is it a valid fear?
And uh, yeah, I mean, I've had some serious cancer diagnosis and back problems. But one of my family members said, "Well, you're not enjoying life. You're not doing anything. You're not going on vacations. You don't even buy a Starbucks because I'm like got this stranglehold on the money that I do have in my assets." And so she said, "You should take out a reverse mortgage."
Okay.
And I don't like that. I've had 3 friends that did that and ended up with disasters, and then they had nothing because they had to use the money for the health disasters that they had. And of course, then they don't have their home. They've signed their home over, so they don't have any real estate to fall back on.
Okay. So walk us through what your assets are.
Okay.
What's your home
My
worth?
total assets with my income right now in that is about $960,000.
Does that include your home?
No, my home is probably worth 1.2, maybe, if I put some money into it. My income is
And what
about
do you owe on
50.
what do you owe on the house?
Oh, my house is paid off. I don't owe money on anything.
And where's the other roughly $1 million, the 960?
That's in stocks and investments.
Okay. And how much are you earning at your job?
On my 2 jobs, I make about 58,000 a year. Now they're physical jobs, so whether I can keep doing this for very much longer, I don't know. And then my yearly costs are around 49,000, and that's everything. I have long-term insurance, which is extremely expensive, and so it's my insurance and car maintenance and.
What are you getting in your Social Security benefit?
I'm getting. See, I had to apply for it early because I worked 20 years for a company, and they let me go 2 weeks before I would have qualified for my pension, so they robbed me of my pension. So right now, I'm looking it up on my handy little spreadsheet. I'm getting around $1,200 on my Social Security.
And so is that included in your $58,000 a year in income?
Yes.
And you have so you included this $14,400 a year in that. So
yeah,
you're from your jobs, you're making $43,000 a year. Is that correct?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you ever taken any money out of this $960,000 you have in savings?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm so I took care of both my parents for 10 years. And so that really, whatever savings I had, that just took everything.
Okay.
And, trust me, I would do it in a heartbeat again. But as you know, 10 years of taking care of parents.
And do you really enjoy your jobs? Do they give you a lot of purpose and meaning and relationships?
One of them, yes. One of them, yes. The other one, no. But they're physically demanding jobs.
The one that you like, tell us why you like it.
Well, I work as a personal assistant and dog walker for a woman who is extremely disabled from stroke.
Oh.
And so, I really feel like I'm helping someone who's disabled.
What do you make on that job?
Let's see. Well, depends because sometimes she varies the things that she has me do, but it's about maybe $1,500 a month.
Okay, so
12 to
18,000.
Let me
$1,500
ask you
a month.
this: if you won the lot, actually, if Elon Musk gave you a check for $1 million for signing a petition, so I'm just saying, if you came into a chunk of
I'm not
cash,
signing the petition.
if you came,
Forget it.
if you came into a chunk of cash,
Yeah.
right? Let's assume if you inherited $1 million today, or won the lottery, or whatever, would you
Right.
continue these jobs?
No.
You wouldn't.
Maybe the one that I like, I would
Okay,
continue.
well then I would
because-
recommend you quit the job you don't like and continue to do the job you do like, and start taking a little
Yeah.
bit income from this.
you
You have
do-
$2 million of assets.
You do not need a reverse mortgage, number one.
No.
Just
No,
flat
I don't,
out.
I don't.
Just
Yeah.
flat out.
There are
it would
times
be
when they work wonderfully well. This would be you're the last.
it would be a very, very bad idea for you to do a reverse
Yeah.
mortgage.
Yeah.
You need to start
Do you
taking
thi-
what's that?
Do you think that I should take any kind of other equity out of my home to?
No.
There's no such thing as taking equity out. Well, all it is you can borrow and you pledge your house as collateral. So if you don't make good on paying the loan back, they take your house.
But
so
you
in this whole
Right.
concept of equity, you're just sitting on the equity and taking some equity out. It doesn't.
You have
that's
$960,000 of assets that 2 years ago wasn't 960. What was the value of it 2 years ago?
Oof.
It was
Well,
a-
that's hard to say because we were still coming out of a pandemic, and my
yeah, I know,
stock
but it was a lot
I would-
less.
I would
it was
do-
a lot less.
was a lot less.
Yeah, I would recommend
mean,
two things here. One is I would make sure that 960 has the proper allocation for you at your age, at a time when you're probably going to start taking some income from that, right? Secondly,
right. And next year, I have to take income out of an annuity, so I don't have a choice.
yeah.
They're
So
gonna-
I would quit the job you don't like and set up a monthly income for however it's structured from that 960 that drops into your checking account each month to replace the pay that you've been on the job that you hate that's physically demanding.
That's right. And I would do
Yeah.
$2,000 a month. If you do $2,000 a month, right, and the numbers you've shared with us between Social Security and the dog walking personal assistant, between those two, that income is approximately $32,000 a year. If I took $2,000 a month out of that $960,000, the distribution, right, is
Right.
2.4%, 2.5% a year.
It's going to continue to grow.
That's going to continue to grow over the long term, and you will have the same amount of money coming in.
yeah,
That's what I would do
Yeah, most-
immediately. Like I wouldn't
Yeah,
even
most-
wait.
you wouldn't even wait.
No, I'd quit the job tomorrow.
Maybe give them a week or two notice.
Tell the boss to go stuff it and walk out.
Well, I haven't been a boss for many, many years. I discouraged
I actually
that.
I did quit 3 hours before my shift at Marie Callender's when I was in high school because the manager was such a jerk. And I had it. Like I couldn't, and I can't go into one more shift.
Well, you seem to have let that go. The manager being a jerk, Scott. You seem to. It doesn't seem to bother you anymore.
He would ridicule me.
Okay, we know this. This is an ongoing. We've heard about this guy so many times. I feel like I know him.
I keep trying to find the
You're
right
gonna have to let
therapist
it
to
go.
tell me it's okay for
You're
me to.
going to have
I'm
to
just
let
kidding.
it go.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Pam,
Well, and
Pam.
the thing is, if you're a boss and you're a good boss, then you have no patience with bad bosses. So
well, I mean, boss, good and bad is in the eye of the beholder. So don't ask anyone that has ever worked for me. So
anyway,
I'd give my notice on that job. I'd start a distribution, and I'd sit
You
down
have
with
the financial. You're very worried about your and I don't know if you have a good financial advisor and running a plan, so you can see where you'd be a year from now, 5 years from now, 20
I
years
do
from
have
now.
a good financial advisor, and you know, and we meet every quarter, and I'm going to meet him next week and just have a further discussion with him. But I think I'm just because I've lost my pension and money from medical bills and different things in my life. I'm a little paranoid.
No,
about
you
You've
worry.
You've got long-term care insurance, right, Pam? So
yeah,
something
which is
happens.
like about $8,000 a year now.
understand. That's what the premiums
Yeah.
are. But
You've got that in place. You've got
Right.
$2 million of assets.
you're fine.
You think
Two-
so?
If you let's take the 72-year-old women in the United States and line them up. You are
Top 10%?
top 2-3% maybe.
Single 72-year-old women.
$1 million in savings and a house worth $1 million. It may not
Yeah.
feel that to you.
which is
Yeah.
why you worry about it. But you're fine. Start when you sit down with your advisor. Just say, what do you think about me quitting this one job I really don't enjoy and starting a distribution of $2,000 a month out of my assets, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And listen, if you show me someone that doesn't worry about money, and I'll show you someone that doesn't have any.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
It comes with the territory. If you didn't worry about it, you wouldn't have any.
That's right. But I look at my assets and I think, well, 20 years ago, I would have felt like I was rich. Now, in this economy and the cost
Pam,
of everything, I feel
I
like
bet you if it was $2 million, you would feel the same way.
well, probably.
I have clients.
I'm just saying.
I have clients with $10 million that they sound just like you.
And the reason we asked if you liked your job, if you said you like both your jobs, would say, who cares about traveling? Obviously, you're doing what you want to do. But if you're not liking one of the jobs and it's too physically demanding, then now's the time
And
to quit.
actually, it's okay to take even a little bit more money out of that than $2,000 a month. If you came to me and said, I want to take $4,000 out of $5,000 out of the month, I'd say, sure. Right? $4,000 a month out of that account is a little bit over 5% distribution. You're 72 years of age.
Yeah.
So
It's time to go on a vacation.
Well, that's what you want to do. You're not getting any younger, right? No one gets out of here alive. We
No.
don't know how many years we've got, and we don't know how many years of good health we have.
So
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
appreciate.
right. Well,
Yeah. Glad you called, Pam. We wish
hopefully
you wish you well.
leave this conversation smiling.